I loved how we came out. I'll start with come back to the game, please, kids. I think there's something to be said about that energy. Our kids are showmen in their own right, and so I think just having an environment like that helps. But who we are at the start of the game, that's who I think we can be. I believe that to be us. We're defending, we're active, we're out in transition. I mean, we look like something. So yeah, overall, I'm just proud. Just the poise, the composure. Even when Vermont was going to make their run, you knew that. They're a good team. They're experienced, all those things, and we just stayed poised.
When it's 34-10 and everything is working, defense, offense, everything. As a coach, I just want to just kind of sit back and just watch and have fun, or what's going through your head?
No, this is this is year 11 at the helm of head coaching. You know anything can happen. You've seen it all, and so I just try to stay ready and just get our kids back focused. So yes, you can come out either way, good or bad, but the main thing is what are our details, what's our intentionality look like, and just getting us back to focus.
Vermont makes their run. What are you telling the team to try to keep them calm?
Stay with the plan. Stay with the plan. Like Maddi just said it, we got outside of ourselves. What she means by that is we weren't in help all of a sudden. We weren't having 5 to the defensive boards. It was just reminding them of those things. Hey, this is how we were successful. Let's get back to that. And then pace is always going to be our thing. We're obviously still working in the game shape. But if we can just get stops and get out in transition, we're tough to stop.
You talked about stops. I thought late in the game, Claire was crucial. She drew a couple charges.
Yeah.
Got a couple big defensive rebounds. Just kind of talk about her impact on this team this year, especially compared to a year ago.
Yeah, I mean, I keep saying it. I mean, she's a likable kid that brings energy. So when you talk about energy, she's magnetic, and I think just getting her more comfortable, she's going to continue to elevate her game, and she's still learning the game. These last 2 games are the only minutes that she's really ever played, and she's playing her role. I think she's only going to get better with time, and defensively is where I really think she could help us.
And Maddi's 54 points over the last 2 games.
Yeah.
Heck of a start for someone that's only played about 30 college basketball games.
Yeah, somebody reminded her how good she was, and she finally believed him. We thought she was that last year. We thought we were bringing in a stellar player, and she was good. But I think now what's happened is she realizes how good she could be. She's focused. She's working hard in practice. I mean, it started from this summer. She's very intentional. So, yeah, she's a monster. She'll continue to get better the more she learns the game. But, yeah, she's a big piece of what we're doing right now.
And then last question. This was probably a game a year ago. You maybe would have found a way to lose that game where Peyton's not on the court and struggled maybe to move the ball up the court. This year, it's just a totally different feeling, at least in this game. That just maybe talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I think we've gone away from the overwhelming feeling of just let's win. I think that can be overwhelming sometimes. But what are we doing to win? And just getting our markers back of every kid has an intention. Hey, if you're not running the floor, you're doing something wrong. If you're not boxing out, you're doing something wrong. If your feet aren't ready when you're ready to catch, you're doing something wrong. And so really it's just micro focuses of let's just do these 3 things and let's do it 3 times in a row, as opposed to we're tight and we want to win so badly. Everybody wants to win. So what does our process look like? We talk a lot about it, and I think these kids are bought into that.
All right, Maddi, I don't know if you know, you finished the game with 30 points.
I did not know that.
When's the last time you scored 30 points in a game?
High school, 8th grade maybe.
What made this one so special? What was going well for you?
I think it started off with kids, definitely. Just their energy, just brought us up. And then we wanted to make a change from last game. We didn't want to be the same team we were last year. We wanted to start something different, and we decided to come out in the first quarter with some juice, with some energy.
It was 34-10. What was going well with the offense it just seemed like you guys almost couldn't miss?
Offense was going great, but I would say defense. We were getting stops after stops after stops, and that fuels our offense.
When Vermont made their run, though, and all of a sudden it's a 2-point game, what are you guys talking about in the huddle just to make sure that everybody stays calm?
We're sticking to the original game plan. The game plan was good. It got us this far, got us that lead. We just got to stay focused. We got a little outside of ourselves for a second, but we pulled it back together.
And late in the game, still close. Coach called your number. You're able to get to the hole and get fouled. What's that like when you're in the huddle and coach says, we want you to take the ball and try to go score?
I just want to win the game for my team, She's going to give me the opportunity to do that, then I'm going to take it.
And with an effort like this, where do you think this team can go with an effort like this?
Oh, we're going to win the MAC. We gonna win the MAC with that.